We just start, I can loosen the body a little bit upwards. It's a little bit cold, you can just increase it. Just a kind of jump, leaving the ground. Still sinking the body down. So when you come down, sink the body, release through the knee. You're just working front and back. Good, keep going.
Oh, Thomas, cool.
Good, and then coming side to side. So. And into a rotation, grounding the body down. And just working with a nice big wave through the whole body. Okay, so just start with the feet, just raising up into the toes, and then sinking down, lifting the toes up off the ground, pressing into the heel, and just keep raising. Okay, working the edges of the feet, side to side. So, keep going.
Oh, good.
Just working one foot, just the ball, just press it in. Very, very lightly, just working the toes. The other side, rolling the ball. Curling the toes over. Okay, just roll the knees. Both directions. Stretching the back. Bending forward. Start working the hip. Place all the weight in one leg. Just start to swing leg forwards and back. Try and loosen the hip up. Good. You're working side to side. And if you can, bring also the leg slightly across the body. Across the way and then across the neck. Just slightly over. Creating more space in the hip. Out. And then what you're going to do is just bring the knee up and roll the leg out. Nice big circle. Also bringing the leg up, bringing the hip up high, out to the side and then out to the back as far as you can. Nice big movement. Okay, just placing the weight near the leg. Swing forwards and backwards. Over to the side. And with the knee. Circle. Good. Just roll in the hips. Big a circle as you can. In both directions. With the elbow twisting to the back, just hold it a second or two. Okay. Just extend out with the hands all the way to the back. Just hold it a little bit longer. And then change side. Just the shoulders. Big circles back. And forward. And then just alternating the shoulders back. Nice and flexible, so let the whole body move. You're going to work forward. Just using a kind of figure of 8 pattern with the hand. Nice and loose. With the shoulders a little bit more, so you're going to press the shoulders out. So you're kind of pushing against 2 walls here. And then just really roll the shoulders forward, backward. To get the biggest range of motion you can. this position, just working the wrist, forearms, elbow, shoulders nice and heavy. And mobilize the forearms. Good. In this position, just slightly squat down. Bring the arms with the little fingers to the elbows in contact, close to the body. Just kind of the elbows close to the body, little fingers touching, and then just stretch up, extend the hands up, away, right up as far as you can, and as much as you can whilst keeping the contact. Press it up, and then release it, and again, making contact, stretch the body up. And release it and one more. Okay, pretty similar. You're going to now have the fingertips, palms, and the elbows in contact. Yeah, in this position now, you're just going to raise them up. Sink the body down, and again, just as high as you can, whilst maintaining the contact. Stretch it right up. And release it. Contact. Stretching up. Release. And one more time. Here we just work the wrist, so working with the fingers over the top, and just apply it a few times, and then just hold it nice and tight. Make the transition, just keeping the contact. Just work it a few times, and apply. Okay, changing into Kata. Nice. Wrist, let the whole wrist twist. And just hold it. Okay. Into a Nikyo now with the thumb over the top. Again, apply a few times. And then keep it on. Give it some. Good. In this case, for a Sankyo, you're going to place the thumb in the middle of the palm. Just rotate everything inside each other, and then connect to the elbow. And again, just apply it a few times. South, the palm goes in the middle, side out. And the last one, just taking the fingers, stretching them all the way over. Changing. Okay, just pressing the fingers out. I'm going to kind of rapidly extend them. Pressing. We do about 50. And then closing fist. And the same, nice and fast. Just shake the wrist out. roll the arms in circles. And start thinking the whole body. Okay, good. Okay, take a jump. You go straight into movement, just one-sided, just moving with a figure of 8. Yeah, it's the right side, and just keep the feet, keep the body moving. Nice and easy. Connecting to the ground. Changing to the side. Alternate between the hands. We're changing from underneath. Just moving. Okay, so we'll work the other direction. So take the Joe now in this way. We're going to reverse the direction. Again, just keep the body moving. Forward, backwards. Keeping the Joe. And changing side. And then changing. In this case, you're going to change, when you make the change, you're going to make the change, you get underneath, but kind of little thumbs together. Release it. Keep the jaw moving. There we go. Good. Okay, and then just open the moons out a little bit. So start working with kind of rotations with the body, and just open the moons out with the jaw. So you can also pass the jaw behind, and you can mix in the forwards, backwards rotation. Just keep the jaw moving. So keep the body moving, keep the jaw moving. Just play with different rotation. Nice and simple. You can also just go back to one hand. And just trying to make the transitions as smooth as possible. Nice. Nice. Good. Okay, good. Just working with a nice basic ski. So just in straight in ski kamae, coming through and then pulling back. You do about 8 or 10 on the left side and then change into the right. Nice. Nice big arcing movements. Very good, Joe. Yes. Good, and then just going into Zengo ski, so rotating right to the back. Really make use of the rotation, trying to really spiral the body into the ground. Yeah, so in this case, just see if you can really prioritize the lower body over the upper. So again, this is very easy to kind of initiate this move in the upper body. And come here, and then I adjust the lower body. I really get a sense you're really grounded into the lower body here, and then I release the jaw through the move in the lower body. So really feel that the compression in the feet releases the hands to find the jaw. So again, just prioritize the movement of the lower body over the upper. It's the same with the thrust. So the lower body presses in. The lower body presses in. So just try and get the feeling the jaw is released through the lower body, or the movement's motivated from the lower body. Yeah, just flow a little bit. Very easy to come into the hands. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. So keeping the idea of left and right, you're going to thrust in now and just staying to the front. So you're going to rotate through the jaw above the head and then coming back into the command. Thrust right side, release, find the jaw. Again, really trying to base this movement in the lower body. So allow the lower body to really roll through the jaw. Roll through the jaw. Something very flexible. Let's play with this. The kind of overhead rotation. And now just mix them in. So you've got the rotation coming to the front, and you've also got a Zengo to the back. So playing with these, you basically got to change to the front or change to the back. Mix them in freely. Good. And then what you do is just start to open the movements out. So the one where you're kind of rotating into the front, you can do this by just opening the angle out, which you finish. So you're doing it kind of 3/4 way. You can also just do it all the way to the back this way. And in terms of the movement we make for Zengo ski, think about the movements we make in either Shiho or Happo. We basically roll the body around this way. Roll the body around this way. So think about basically opening these angles out now. So you can use them directly. Just playing with the thrust. You can just open them out a bit more. You're just exploring different movements in the rotation. The key to all of them is really keeping the body low. Motivating the jaw from below. Really grounding the movement. Finding the command. Finding the command. That's it. Okay, good. And now just play with introducing two different kinds of skis. So they're both going to use the rear end of the Dojo. So the first one's very direct, just to the back, straight back like this. So you can just introduce this in, straight back. And the second one is using the same part of the Dojo, but you're going to change and you're going to thrust to the front this way. This means changing the whole body. And again, I want the whole body to be grounding down as you make the movement. So just play with these, kind of introduce them, keep the rotations, thrusting to the back, thrusting through, and just open it out a little bit. I'm thinking about using both sides of the Dojo, front and the back. Very nice. All right. Good. Okay, good. So we'll work on the 31, Kata. So we've not done it in a while. So we'll come into the first 5 movements. So we're just going to break it down. Come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And really using a kind of basic. So a little bit like we were talking on Sunday, this idea of really just coming into movement from a place of quietness and stillness. Just the first 5 minutes. Nice. Right. Good. Okay, good. So we'll go 6 to 11. So from Kenkamai, yeah, and through 6, 7 to the back, 8, 9, big bar eye movement, 10, tuck the head, and then 11, striking down on the left side. Working 6 through 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Very nice. Nice.
Right, good. Okay, so from position 12, Tsuki Kamai, 13 through 17. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's do that. Just coming back. Got 13 through 17. Right. Great. Great. Good. Okay, so we go now from position 18 to we start to go into slightly more challenging positions. This is 19 through to 21. Let's see it. 19, 20, 21, and then we're coming to 22. So it's 19 through 22 in this case. So you've got a low ski, rolling in, coming down, coming up. Nice break. And again, just thinking of the compressions, the balance in the body, everything nice and calm. 19, 20, 21. 22. Okay, good. So the most difficult move in this case is this transition where you come into the Gedan Gaichi, or the higher Gaichi around the top. So the real tendency in this case is to come here and then kind of raise up and then come into the ground. Just think in this case you're in this position, and then I'm just going to come directly into the ground and find the ground here. So I need the body to be really curling and spiraling into the ground. So here, just let the body sink down this way. You can just break this movement down if you want. Just trying to get something more grounded and also more efficient. It's a very fast attack, but I don't want to spend time coming up and then coming down. The feeling you're coming directly into the ground. Maybe kind of rising, falling movement in this case. Falling, rising. Falling, rising. Nice. That's it. Yeah, good. Nice.
Michael,
Go.
the last ski, that's a little bit angular or not?
How do you mean? Let's see. How do you mean?
Not directly. Let me put it this way: not directly in front of you, but a little bit like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna be. Let's see, I'm here. It's down. Yeah, I'm not gonna be in this case kind of here.
Yeah, not in a straight line.
I want the back. Basically the back's lined up with the. This hand's lined with the shoulder.
With the shoulders.
Yeah, and it's done in a kind of triangle. So if you think you've got a kind of triangle between the front hand, this shoulder, and this hand. So you've got to kind of triangle out this way, and not in this case.
No, not directly in front of you. So really,
just kind of think in terms of this alignment between the. Yeah. So you got it's level with the shoulder, but it's just got a kind of nice wedged. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Good.
Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. That's it. Yeah, and in this case, oh my God, I can't see myself now. Dong, dong, dong. There we go. Yeah, in this case, blend the movements of 20. We've got 19, 20, 21. These movements really come together. So what I don't want to do now is do 19, 20, 21, and make this now a separate movement. So this is actually just blended together. So it comes here 19, 20, 21. So by the time I've reached the ground, the Joe's in the back. It's in 19, 20, 21. And then you're in 22. That's actually really one movement. Call it a separate movement, but it's actually. And I just want to find it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Great. Yeah. There we go. Great. Great. Good. Okay, so we'll go all the way to the end. So starting now in 23. You can get 24, 25, 26, 27 rolling back, 28, 29, 30, 31. This goes from 23 to 24 to 31.
Good.
Okay, good. So just practice the whole thing now. You've basically got three main sections, 1 through 12, 13 to 18, 13 to 17, and then 18 through 31. So just use these as kind of guides to it. So you've got 1 through 12, keeping it nice and basic. And then you get back to 12, 13 through 17. And we've got 18 through to 31.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice.
Good. Good. So we'll start to work through a more fluid form. We're going to just do one thing where you partner movements together. So you do 1, 2 together, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to work with 1 to 12 to start with. So just nice and slowly. You're basically going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So just get nice and slow. And you're just looking to introduce a little bit of flexibility between the movements. So just using them as a kind of pair, and then also using the pause in between the pair as a kind of chance to really find the balance in the body.
Nice.
Good. And then try from now, Position 12, you do 13 through 18. So you're going to say 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. In position 12, consider 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Great. Yeah, so just partnered movements. Yeah. Very nice. Good. And then working from position 18. Just make one exception now. So 20 and 21 come together already. So 19, 20, 21 are going to do a three movements. So starting 18, right, come through here. 19, 20, 21. 22, 23. 24, 25. 29. 30, 30. But they're all partnered apart from 19. Very nice. Good, good. And last couple of minutes, just run through the whole set. So just partnering the movements up in pairs. Just 1 through 31. And really use the pauses as well. So no rush with it. 1 through 5, 6, 7.